Hello and welcome to everyone. Today we're going to show you a presentation about IT monitoring solutions and their role in business performance of modern organizations. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Andrei Skrябin and I am business analyst at SoftNG company. During this presentation, I will provide you information that I hope allows you to look from another point of view onto the problem of businesses and IT service monitoring. To start our presentation, let's review relation between organization and their IT services. IT services is one of the most important components of the modern business environment. They can be internal and used to support company employees' operation activity. These services include working computers and internal network, information systems, accounting and financial software, electronic document management systems, CRM, company portal, as well as internet connection. Services may also be external and cover interaction with external users. For example, customers via company website, e-commerce, customer communication tools, forum, email, text messaging, billing systems, etc. Overall, a set of services is always specific to each business. One of the key management tasks is to ensure business continuity. I suggest you to think about the following question. What do you mean by a concept of enterprise IT infrastructure? In simple terms, if your organization has a few personal computers with software installed and access to the internet, and you are using them to perform your professional activity, then you are the owner of an IT infrastructure, just of the minimum size. A large IT infrastructure usually contains hundreds of interconnected network devices placed in different geographical locations, dozens of subsystems that form a single information network of the organizations, for example, web services, software systems, thousands of active internal users, and even a greater number of external ones, databases of applications and services, and their backups. Nowadays, IT infrastructure does not only form the basis of any modern company, it has already become a strategic asset to the core driving force of business. Creating a full-fledged integrated IT infrastructure is a complex long-term process which requires specialized knowledge and considerable investment. At the same time, achieving maximum effect from its operation is possible upon fullness and integrity of the IT infrastructure. In this regard, it is necessary to clearly understand that the use of the IT infrastructure provides specific benefits for your business, but also entail cost in the form of its total cost of ownership. It is also important to be able to balance between the positive effect of its use and the necessary expenditure. Let's review main difficulties in managing large-scale IT infrastructure. To ensure that business processes function properly, one requires an established IT infrastructure management as a single and interconnected information complex, code to allow the entire organization operates smoothly. To the main IT infrastructure management issues are need for constant monitoring of information services and systems, establishment of monitoring regulations, warning notifications or alerts, immediate error notifications, forming a complete statistical report on the IT infrastructure. There are two main approaches to solving the above described tasks. Establish a team of engineers responsible for the control and monitoring duties, or implement the monitoring system in the IT infrastructure of an organization. If you go ahead and use the first options, you need to be ready to bear considerable cost, which will be more spent for skilled labor payroll. Moreover, the human factor is most likely to cause mistakes, which may result in a number of situations disrupting the business process and ultimately leading to the financial losses. IT infrastructure monitoring system allows identifying current problems, warning about the possible ones, as well as running the detailed statistics of all cases. Constant monitoring of the IT infrastructure enables to determine which factor in the malfunction of the infrastructure is the primary one, and what the derived factors are. The monitoring process is simple, however, it requires certain skills. Just one expert who can easily keep track of everything will be enough to operate the monitoring system. In case he misses something, a well-configured system will correct all the failures. Such systems are used for partial or full automation of IT infrastructure management processes, simplifying control over daily tasks and minimizing the risk of system errors. Currently, there is a bunch of information systems, the main purpose of which is to enable software and network devices security. The main types of monitoring systems include unauthorized intrusion security systems, information flow analysis and modeling systems, intrusion detection and prevention systems, data loss prevention systems, security information management system, security information and event management systems, security event management system, log management system. For most organizations, it is sufficient to have log management system. Having developed IT infrastructure and information security department, it makes sense to move on to more complex CIEM solution. Powerful log management system makes up 70% of the CIEM system functionality. On the next step, we will review MSTS IP as a monitoring system that was developed by Softengine team from scratch and relates to the class of log management systems. MSTS main features are monitoring the condition, performance, and availability of network devices, software, hardware, and web services, collection storage of the data from all the services and devices and its presentation in specialized customized journals, graphical representation of the current state for management resources, execution of special check-in scenarios for complex inspection, monitoring of metrics such as the availability of disk space, website status, and availability of mission-critical services, notification of relevant employees about the problems, failures, and deviations, presentation of customized reports for each of the monitored devices. Let's us take a closer look at how MSTS work in this short demo session. Video demo session will provide my colleague Andrei Milezhuk, who is the product manager of MSTS solution. Andrei, the floor is yours.
Hi, I am Andrei Milezhuk, project manager at SoftEngine company. I will do a short presentation of our product, the MSTS. The main goal of this system is to monitor state of different devices, services and information systems. Let's take a closer look at MSTS. The system has a web interface, so all you need to start working is a browser on your computer. I go to Chrome and enter standard URL. The main area is filled with several charts. It's a dashboard area. Each user can configure their own dashboards and choose one for the default view. Two important sections which are marked in colors are LED bar and quick buttons group with menu. The first one is the alert bar. You can see the existing alerts and how they are sorted by priority. The red means high priority, the orange means middle, and the violet is for low priority. By mouse click, you can open a list to view short info on alerts, and then go to the selected alert or switch for detailed view. What can you do with an alert? You can put some notes so that other users will be able to see them. You can notify that you have seen the alert or clear it. Now I go to the quick button menu. The blue switch screen is for the dashboard view. You can switch between the dashboards by menu item, but the quick button always shows you default view. The orange button shows us a logical map of services. You can see status of each service and dependencies between them. As example, mobile apps depends on Prod Cloud services, which depends on Prod HDB. If Prod Cloud services go down, it means that mobile apps gets disabled as well. The legend explains the colors and markers on the scheme. By clicking on the service icon, you can see more details. Let's go inside Prod Cloud services. Here you have several tabs with detailed info about your service. On the metric tab, you can see metric data in graphical or table view. The most interesting one is event logs. Here you see the history of alerts and can perform the same actions we did when we were working with the alert bar. The green quick button switches us to the device list view. The device means any entity which could be monitored. In this case, all devices are web service 1. For other cases, it could be an active network device like a router or a switch. It could be a workstation, a virtual machine, an operation system, etc. The color of the box indicates the current state of device. You can go in and see the detailed info for a selected device. It's the same page for device as before. We have hierarchical device groups called units. It helps substantially when you have hundreds of entities to work with. You can switch between the units to see different collections of devices. Of course, MSTS has a paging ability as well. The last one is the red quick button switch for alerts event log screen. Here you can filter all your events by different parameters. The period, manage time interval. We don't have any alerts for the last hour, which is good. You can filter data by unit. You can filter by alert status. You can save your filter configuration for future use. Every time when the system detects an alert, a notification will be sent to the responsible users. This is an example of such a message. If alerts are gone, you will receive a new notification. Alert has been dismissed. MSTS also has the feature to show the statuses on geographic map. So, this is it for this session. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments field.
Thank you, Andrei, for such informative demo session. On the finish of our presentation, I'll say a few words about features that we are currently working on in MSTS. The first feature is Internet of Things. Internet of Things represent a unique technology which can be integrated in all spheres of human life and at some stage will undoubtedly influence the business processes development. Currently, our team works on developing a capability of MSTS to monitor smart sensors, which will allow it to solve the following issues: monitoring of construction resistance, monitoring of vibration and structural condition of historical buildings, bridges, tunnels, monitoring of city air or water pollution, monitoring of water levels in reservoirs and ponds with the aim of flood prevention, soil moisture and atmospheric temperature monitoring, along with monitoring of other parameters used in agriculture, oxygen, carbon dioxide and toxic gases level monitoring in the factory working premises to ensure safety of business processes and works health. We are sure that the number of smart devices connected to the Internet will grow proportionally year by year. Some specialists say that their number will reach 50 billion by 2020, which in its turn will allow the companies to have an unprecedented visibility of all business processes, as well as get the most relevant data for business planning and analysis. The second important feature we are currently working on is code to allow integration of MSTS with separate modern solution in informational security area. In this area, MSTS will support industry-wide WBEM standard for managing enterprise resources, provide a REST API for integration with third-party systems, generate and aggregate event stream which can be analyzed by specialized tools. Well, maybe after all above mentioned, you get interested in monitoring system. Then I will say a few words about Softenji team that can help you too. Identify all services and hardware that are important to the customer's business and develop methods for monitoring the performance and health of these points. Install and configure our product MSTS IP for your needs and develop special extensions to cover your unique requirements for monitoring and collection data. Develop from scratch a new one system for monitoring and for events generation based on our requirements, cloud-based or on-premises architecture, web, desktop or mobile solution. Thank you for watching this video. In case you have any future questions or topics you would like to find out more about, feel free to contact us. We wish you all the best and bye.